Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we will be looking at the tongue twister right there. We will be looking at the Transformers War for Cybertron trilogy Kingdom Deluxe Class Slammer, and that is 7 descriptors for this bloody thing. 7. My God, they're getting really long with these bloody names. I'm glad the trilogy is over, so now we can just go to Legacy. Thank God. Anyways, yes, today we will be looking at Slammer, and you can see right now, I have him in vehicle mode, and there is a reason why he's currently in the vehicular mode, because he is a weaponizer, and all the really fun stuff happens in robot mode. So I will be getting to all the really fun and interesting stuff that this guy can do in robot mode. So right now, for vehicle mode, he is, as you can see, a tank. A very nice, very blocky tank. Like, I can imagine him just breaking through a building and then just being like, yeah, I broke through a building. What else you got? I can see him just being, like, nonchalant about him breaking through a tank while all the other Autobots are like, why? Yeah, no. So, he can roll, as tanks do roll, thankfully. Obviously, these treads are, just molded in basic plastic. You have 3 wheels, one here, and then this big one right here at the back. And you actually have some, like, you actually have like well, yeah, I can obviously see his bloody head if you flip it up. Come on, get up, get up, you stupid head. Come on, give me a second. I'm back, I got it. And now you can see Slammer now drives himself. I see you. Hello, I see you. Thank you for... Hello, thank you. Goodbye. So you can do that, and you just turn his head back down, flip it around. It's a lot easier to put this bloody... That's one thing I do not like about the connection with just these two, and I'll go over it more in robot mode, but yeah, no, I'm not a fan of... The connection's a little too loose because it's literally just his arms making up the big turret. So you can, as you can see, you can move the turret up and down. You don't get a whole lot of twisty because, again, because this is, just his arms. So, and I just realized I mistransformed him. There we go. There, now he's sitting flush. Alright, and on to comparisons. Here we have him with the leader of the Autobots, Optimus Prime. Aha. If I had access to a proper computer, I would make some fanfare for him, but no fanfare. Sorry, Prime. Alright, so as you can see for, just a base comparison, he is just, well, actually not even just, he's very short. He's a short tank. Tiny tank. I'm thinking of another one, but I ain't gonna say it because it's rude. Yeah, no. So, I have a feeling, like, it seems a little small to me for, like, a tank. But, I mean, heck, World War II tanks were pretty tiny. So, you know what? I just see it as, like, a, modern-day interpretation of a, World War I tank where they only really wanted one guy sitting in it. 1 or 2 people, max, maybe. Though, of course, it's Transformers, and you never know the scaling of these bloody things. So, Prime can go. And on a second comparison, here we have Legacy Dragstrip. Dragstrip. There we go. I feel like I said that wrong. And in inverse, we now have the big wheels on the back and 2 wheels on the front. Ha. Kind of the reason why I picked Optimus and Dragstrip was just the inverse of the wheels. Because I'm a child like that, and I find it funny. So yeah. And Dragstrip is also a lot longer than Slammer. But, c'est la vie. Slammer can take more hits, and Dragstrip is basically just probably made out of carbon steel. And will basically just get his butt kicked the second he sees Slammer. So, there we go. Now, give me 2 seconds to transform him, and we'll get on to the real fun stuff. And we're back, and this is Slammer in robot mode, and as you can see, he looks like an auto trooper, right? Like, he just looks like the nameless Generabot. So much so that I actually bought 2 of him, literally so that I can make him an auto trooper. And that's just kind of how I have him in my own little, fan fiction story that I don't share with anybody because it's, fan fiction. Anyways, so as you can see, he turns into a very blocky robot. Very, very blocky. Very, very cool. Though on mine, apparently the hips don't like to stay. So, he has, trouble standing up. But you can get him into some pretty cool poses. If I can just take... there we go. Here, and you place this here. And now he has a cannon for an arm. Now he's a cooler version of Megatron because his entire arm literally becomes the cannon instead of it being just a giant... Hey! Shoot this on my arm. So yeah, there is Slammer in robot mode. And as you can see, you got some really nice paint apps on the head here. Like, just the, that really nice blue visor and the, I don't know, cheeks, I guess you'd call, like, these 2 little battery-like things that are just jutting out of the faceplate. They look like cheeks to me, so they're, he's got like a really, like, I mean, he looks like a nameless Generabot, but he also has like that personality of a guy you just kind of want to go out and get like a, like a drink with, even though, he doesn't really drink. But yeah, no, so for articulation, arms can go out that you can T-pose on Optimus Prime like Magnus did. You got full arm movement, full 360 degree movement on the arms because of the fact that you just pop them off. Mine sometimes pop off a little too easily, so that'll be a joke later, probably. Arms can go 90 degrees, so you can literally just have him walking around, guarding people, just kind of move, poking them with a stick. And for legs, full splits. Man can do the full splits. Aside from the, obvious backpack. But that kind of makes him holy in the back, so I like to keep the tread pack on. So we can do the full splits. Man is flexible for a giant robot. Man is very flexible. And you get heels that just go straight out, which is nice. So you can get him into some pretty decent poses considering... Oh, and he also has a bloody ab crunch. Look at that. The man has an ab crunch that is way too high up, but it works. It works as an ab crunch if you want to use it as a bloody ab crunch. So, that's fun. And a couple other really interesting things. You now have missile pods on his friggin' legs. So, I mean, hey, if he ever gets shot, if he loses his cannon... Hey, look, missile pods. You can shoot down Decepticons really easy with those things. Alright, and for comparison, thank God you didn't fall. Here is Optimus Prime. And Dragstrip. So he's a pretty small deluxe now that I think about it, because these 2 are about the same size. And I just want to say this. Thank God that Dragstrip has good yellow color matching. Unlike a certain other one, we can say. Sunstreaker. But yeah, so there's that. And now comes the really fun part of Slammer. So Dragstrip goes bye-bye, and now we get to the really fun part. This is the part where Slammer gets shot, blows up, parts go everywhere, and Prime decides, hey, this guy has weapons all over him. I'm gonna take those. So, you get Slammer ready, pull everything apart. There we go. Pull the backpack off, pull all these stuff off, and literally for Optimus, all I do is pull this off. I flip up these to give him like those really large weaponized shoulder packets. And because I'm a nerd, I like to expose the Matrix just a wee bit to make it look like it's the Matrix's power that's that's like making the fusion happen. So I like to kind of expose it. It works a little better if I had proper lights, but I do not. So the shading kind of sucks here. Sorry. There we go. So you flip down Slimer's head here, bend the entire thing backwards here, and then you have a peg here that I plug into the back. Prime, flip that down so he has a jetpack. Actually, I'm going to leave those closed so I'm not fiddling with them. And here's the hips. So what I do with the hips, I like to extend this. I flip this. So I have the legs basically oriented like this on Slimer. Now you can do it like 100 different ways. This is just the way that I like it because it's fun, nerdy, and it kind of acts like a Optimus Prime super mode from when I was a kid with Cybertron. So I kind of like that. So I have it so that he has like these two giant missile pods right behind his head. So that's going to be fun. And then in an homage to Bionicle, because I was a big fan of those, I gave him Onua treads on his feet. So I just do this. So I will stick them in to the bottom here and here. And just give Optimus Prime the cannon. Ooh, did not like that sound, but okay, yeah, no, we're good. Alright, here, and Optimus now has a cannon. And because I'm weird, because the Ion Blaster has this side port that I know is used for storage, I just like putting it here, making it so that Optimus now has a even bigger profile of "Don't screw with me." So yeah, that is one configuration of the Slammer. There are hundreds of others, and especially if you like combine him with a whole bunch of other, like a whole bunch of different other Autobots and stuff like that, you can come up with like 100 different combinations with this guy. God, I cannot talk today. Sorry. Yeah, and there's also like a second thing because the legs are actually compatible with the blast effects. You can also there we go. Have it so that Optimus can shoot these two giant laser beams on top of his head. I do not have any blast effects beside me right now. Sorry, so you just got to use your imagination. Yeah. So that is Kingdom Slammer. Actually, if you'll give me 2 seconds, I'll get rid of all this. So that was Slammer. Stand up, damn it. There we go. So that is Slammer in all of his awesome entirety. Now I picked him up at a GameStop. That's actually where I got both of mine. But you can find him anywhere. He's honestly a really cool figure, and there's so much playability to him, especially now that Legacy now has like those Energon weapons. Like I have the one for Skids. And my God, it fits his arm perfectly. I just didn't have the the Blade Blaster with me, or else I would have showed that off too. But this was really cool, and honestly, I really love the weaponizers, and I'm a little mad at myself that I didn't actually get them when they first came out. The only one I think I have from like the original Wave of Siege was two Brunts. Two Brunts. And those are like my generic Deceptitroopers, So yeah, that was it for Slammer. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will hope to see you all in the next review. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye, guys. I wonder what I should get for lunch today. Slammer, I need your help. I need your legs. What? I need your legs. Ah! Thank you. This is humiliating. This is very humiliating. Damn it, Prime. Help me. Help me!